Hello, my beautiful Aries. This is Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you from Pirate Readings. I am going to talk to you this week about the 7th through the 13th of April. Yes, indeed, we're there. We're at the second week. Yay! I have the cards in front of me from the overview video, and we are talking about the stone card that you got was Sugilite for dreams, and we're talking about how, there you go, it's a great card. I really like how it speaks to this whole month. You're going to be really focused on where you want to go, how you want to get there, what's going on with that. It's all very important, and your focus, it's like where you put your mind is where you end up going, right? So we have to stay focused on that and pay attention to where we're going and how we're going to get there. All right, this is good news. We like that very much. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do a little smudge activity here because that's how we like to do it. And I want to thank everybody for being here, my kings, my queens, my in-betweens, because you know it's I appreciate all of you. You're all so beautiful and lovely, and I love your comments and all that. So please keep that coming. And yes, if you're interested in going to fairs, I will be at one in Southern California, so come on out. I am indeed doing my thing, so come on out. I appreciate you all. Let us do this thing looking at the cards, eh? So I have this pre-programmed deck here. We have these cards from the overview video. We'll go ahead and get them straightened, and I'll go ahead and lay them out for you. All right. So indeed, we're going to be realizing that our patience is paying off. We were very patient over the last few months, and now we are able to breathe a little, and that's super cool. You've done all the work, and we're super excited to see how it plays out for you. I'm excited to see how it plays out for you. And this particular week, we're talking about some disruption happening. We talked about the eclipse happening, so we're going to go, some of us will see it, some of us will not. So if you're not in the path of the eclipse direct totality, don't be upset. You will, in fact, feel it anyway. It will have its effects, so don't be alarmed about that, all right? So the disruption here speaks to, there is a part of him that's not, he looks bound, right? He looks like he's all tied up and upset. So pay attention to where you may be binding yourself or binding others or feeling like you're stuck, and try not to let that affect how you act. Because things are going to get interesting, right? We have this card here, which is one of the it's a card I just call fear. All right, he's an ugly dude, spider body, scary face. Let me show you that guy up close. He is pretty scary, and he is fear. He represents all the things that you've been concerned and worried about coming to fruition, because where you put your mind, things come. So if you don't put your mind to all the negative, scary things, then they won't come. Got it? Does that make sense? So don't manifest bad things by having bad thoughts. Got it? I like that very much for you. If you can stop having bad thoughts and expecting the worst, then you will find yourself not having to deal with the worst. Excellent. All right. We have the Ten of Pentacles here. The Ten of Pentacles is always about that whole, yeah, we are indeed bringing up our finances some more. There's some good things happening with our money, and we are ready to embrace that possibility. With these two cards, interesting. All of these financial disruption and fears. This could be like your car breaks down to the place where you can't work it anymore. It could be many different versions of self-fulfilling prophecy. You know what I'm saying? Where If you put a lot of energy into, oh, that dog is definitely going to eat my couch, and then presto, you come home and the couch is eaten, you're like, okay, now you need a couch. So there's a hole in the bucket. The financial bucket gets a hole in it. So I'm feeling like this Ten of Pentacles is speaking to this disruption and fear are all coming to your finances. So, right? You don't want to do that to yourself. If you can avoid that kind of fear about your money and stuff, that would be very good for you, okay? We definitely want you not to do that and have that not be an issue, all right? Indeed, there is going to be this conflict and defeat. Absolutely. Pay attention to what that is, right? The conflict and defeat, you may be in conflict with yourself more than anyone else, so that's simpler. At least there's fewer people to worry about, right? Because you may be in conflict with yourself about the money situation and all the things that have happened, and you're like, oh man, I made this stuff happen, it's frustrating, and oh wow, yikes. Okay, so the Chariot is here. The Chariot is here saying that, oh yeah, movement is happening this week, so there may be some travel, but it will also block you from doing other things you need to do. So be aware that there could be while you want to do what you want to do, it may get in the way of you doing what you need to do. All right, so try and keep that in mind. Pay attention to what that really means, and don't be too upset with yourself about whatever's going on. You'll deal with it on the flip side, okay? So the Eight of Bits is here, and the Eight of Bits is an interesting card. It sort of operates either way, right? Or it could go sideways and be very infinity-like, right? I like the infinity part since they gave you an infinity at the top or bottom of that. Anyway, it speaks a lot about prosperity. It speaks about, one more time, I feel it's telling us there's money issues happening in the process. Even if you were going to take a trip, there might be some money lost in the trip. If you get to the place where or more money will have to be put out in order for this trip to take place. That's a bummer. Sorry about that. One more time. The solution is this passion ignited. So there's going to be some, I feel like you're going to get distracted big time from the things that need your attention, right? You have money needs attention, you need your vehicle or some travel stuff needs attention, but you're going to get all kinds of distracted by something else. You're going to be like, ooh, pretty sparkles, and because of that, you're off track, okay? So this is you being off track more than in a really happy place. Sorry. So be cautious, be careful this week about where you let your passions lie, okay? Because you can't go back. Time machine is here to remind you, you cannot go back in the time machine and fix what's going on. You can't fix any of this stuff. Once it happens, it's done. You're like, oh, right. Car accident, whatever, knock on wood, that won't happen, but the reality that things being quote unquote slightly catastrophic, but we don't want that to happen, so we need to stay vigilant and pay attention, right? Make lists. If you don't want to leave anything behind that you need, make a list. Do the work that you need to do. Don't get yourself distracted from doing what you really need to do. When it comes down to simple stuff, you can work that stuff out. But yeah, here we are. We can't go back. And the thing among reflections, right? Okay, the thing among reflections is our worst fears about ourselves, right? Because it's a reflection. The reflection in the mirror. See, there's that spooky dude back there, but the fact remains, it's us. We are in the reflection. So that the fact that we are our own worst enemy oftentimes, and we get in our own way. We have fear holding us back. We have conflict, defeat, disruption, we have this thing, and we have the fact that if your passion's ignited, you may kiss the wrong frog in this situation, and you can't take it back if you do. So you got to be careful who you're doing that with, right? You may end up with a puppy dog following you around all the time. Careful. Okay, this is a lot. This is quite a bit going on in 1 week, but it's not, I mean, we're talking total solar eclipse, man. So a lot of things are happening. Oh, and a little Mercury retrograde. Wow. So pay attention. This is going to work for some of my Aries and not for all of my Aries. So take what resonates and leave the rest, of course. This is an interesting week, right? So we should definitely get some cards, some stones to support you, right? Let's do that now, all right? Okay, so we have smoky quartz, blue apatite, rose quartz, and black amethyst. All right, I'm going to put that guy right there. And what we have is smoky quartz, which is going to help you release things and not take things, you don't get to pick everything up and keep it forever, all right? So this will help you have a looser grip on things. That's good news. It might be better for some relationships. Maybe they're just a taste, right? Rose quartz, protecting your heart, keeping yourself open while also aware, okay? Blue apatite is a really nice grounded throat stone, and it has enough green in it to be a higher heart stone. So you're speaking from your higher heart, okay? You're speaking in a grounded place that's deeper inside yourself than it would be otherwise, okay? So you're speaking from your heart. This is good news. We like that. And black amethyst is definitely a 6th chakra stone, talking about your third eye. Pay attention to the visions you're getting, the messages you're getting, because you're going to be receiving messages a lot during this week. This eclipse is going to be a very big deal for you, Aries. I don't want you to take it for granted. I want you to have a notepad ready. I want you to have a pen ready. I want you to be making lists and writing things down. This is going to be huge for you, all right? So this is good news. I like that very much for you. And I am here to talk to you and let you know that I'm here with you. You're not doing this alone. Aries is my sign, so I'm going to be going through this with you. Leave me comments below. Like and subscribe. It's totally free. And I appreciate all of that because I really, I like you guys. You guys matter to me, and I want to help you. All right? I just want you to know what's coming next week so that you're better prepared. That's my thing. That's what I like to do here. And I hope that you will come back next week when we'll talk about the 14th through the 20th. All right? Thank you so much, Aries,